Hello students, how are you? Hope you are fine and safe at home. Welcome to online classes. This side Ritu Yadav representing Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. Today I am here to teach you Maths Chapter 8 Time. So students, take out your book and open page number 143 in your book. So student, in this chapter we will study how to read time on a clock. This is face of the clock, okay, as you can see. There are some markings on it. You can see big markings represent numbers, means hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are big markings and these markings represent hours. And you can see some small markings are also here which represents minutes, okay. And between 1 hour like 12 to 1 there are 4 small markings on it, right. A clock has 2 hands, as you can see. One is long hand and other one is short hand. Long hand represents minutes and short hand represents hour. If the minute hand is at 12, we can say 00 minutes, and there are total 60 minutes on a clock, right. Now if this minute hand is at 12, we can say that this is 00 minute, right. And if the hour hand is at 1 and minute hand is at 12, we can say it is 1 o'clock. Now here you can see hour hand is at 4 and minute hand is at 12. So we can say it is 4 o'clock. Now if hour hand moves to 6, now you can see this is 6 o'clock. Why? Because hour hand is at 6 and minute hand is at 12. So it is 6 o'clock. Now look at the board. Here you can see hour hand is at 3 and minute hand is at 12. So this is 3 o'clock, and time can be written in two ways. Three hours. Or 3 o'clock. So this 00 represents that if minute hand is at 12, the minutes we can say 00 minute. So this is 3 hours and this is 3 o'clock. Now here you can see hour hand is at 8 and minute hand is at 12. So the time is 8 o'clock and we can write it as 8 hours or 8 o'clock. Now, one day is equal to 24 hours. So, our hand takes 2 rounds in a day, right? You can see 8 o'clock in the morning also and 8 o'clock in the evening also. So, our hand takes 2 rounds in a day. That's why we say one day is equal to 24 hours. Reading the minute hand. So student, as I have already explained you, there are 60 markings on a clock face, as you can see, and each marking denotes 1 minute, right? These are two big markings and between two big markings there are four small markings, right? Now if the hour hand is at 9 and minute hand is at 3, we can say the time is 9 hour 15 minutes. How? Let's see from here. From 12 to 1 it is 5 minutes, right? From 12 to 2 it is 10 minutes, and from 12 to 3 it is 15 minutes. That's why we can say that the time is 9 hour 15 minutes, or we can say it is quarter past 9. So we can write it as quarter past 9. Now when we divide a clock into 4 parts, as you can see like this, one part is from 12 to 3, second part is from 3 to 6, third part is from 6 to 9, and fourth part is from 9 to 12. So when we divide a clock into 4 parts, we can say one part as quarter, right? So this is quarter past. Now here you can see hour hand is at 7 and minute hand is at 3. We can say it as the time is 7 hours 15 minutes, right? Or we can say that the time is quarter past 7. Now you can see these two dots. So this represents 7 hours 15 minutes, means it separates hours and minutes. 7 hours and 15 minutes. Now let's see half past. Now half past. Here you can see a clock is divided into 2 parts, right? And this shaded part represents half part of the clock, right? Now look at here, hour hand is in between 2 and 3 and minute hand is at 6. So if the minute hand is at 6, we can say it is 30 minutes, right? Like half, it completed half of the minutes. So the time is 2 hours 30 minutes. How? Here we have completed 15 minutes. Now from after 15, 20, then 25 and then 30. So if the minute hand is at 6, we can say it is 30 minutes. So the time will be 2 hours 30 minutes, or we can write it as half past 2. Now here you can see hour hand is in between 10 and 11 and minute hand is at 6. So again time will be 10 hours 30 minutes, or we can say that it is half past 10. Now we'll study how to read quarter to. Now quarter to. You can see here, when we divide a clock into 4 parts, we say it each part is a quarter, and fourth part is quarter to. Now look here. Here you can see hour hand is between 5 and 6 and minute hand is at 9. So this 9 represent 45 minutes. How? At 6 it was 30 minutes. Then 7 35, 8 40, 9 45. Right? So this is 45 minutes. Now here it is between 5 and 6 and it not reached 6. So we can say that it is 5 hour 45 minutes. So we will write it as 5 hours 45 minutes, or it is quarter to 6. How? Because as I have explained you, fourth part is quarter to, and here you can see it completed 3 part from the 4 part, right? Here it is 45 minutes. Now here it will be 50, here 55, and at 12 we say that it is 00 minute. So it needs 15 minutes more to complete 6 o'clock. So that's why we can say that it is quarter to 6, right? Because only 1 quarter is left to complete 6. If this minute hand moves to 12, then we can say it is 6 o'clock. So only 1 part is left. So we can say that it is quarter to 6. Now here you can see hour hand is between 2 and 3 and minute hand is at 9. So what we can say? We can say that it is 2 hours 45 minutes. Why 2 hours? Again, it not reached 3 completely, so we will consider it as 2, right? And minute hand is at 9. So we can say that it is 2 hours 45 minutes, or we can say that it is quarter to 3. Now why it is quarter to 3? Because again only 1 part is left to complete 3 o'clock. That's why we have written it as quarter to 3. So students, now we will study calendar, right? How many days are there in a week? There are 7 days in a week. You can see here, first day of the week is Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the last day of the week is Sunday. Now let's see on board. There are 7 days in a week. First day of the week is Monday, M-O-N-D-A-Y, Monday. Then Tuesday, T-U-E-S-D-A-Y, Tuesday. Now which day comes after Tuesday? After Tuesday is Wednesday, W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y, Wednesday. Then Thursday, T-H-U-R-S-D-A-Y, Thursday. If I say which day comes before Thursday, so before Thursday is Wednesday. Then Friday, F-R-I-D-A-Y, Friday. Saturday, S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y, Saturday. And the last day of the week is Sunday, S-U-N-D-A-Y. Now, which day comes between Friday and Sunday? So, the day is Saturday. And if I say which day comes between Thursday and Saturday, the day is Friday. So students, now how many months are there in a year? So there are 12 months in a year, as you can see. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Now let's see on board. There are 12 months in a year. First month is January, January. Second month is February, February. Now which month will come after February? After February is March, March, March. Fourth is April, April. Next, May, May. Which month comes after May? After May is June, June. June. And if I say which month comes before June? Before June is May. Next, July, July, July. August, August, August. After this, September, which is 9th month in a year, September, September. Next, October, October, October. If I say which month comes between August and October, so September month comes between August and October. After this, November, November, November. And the last month is December, December, December. So, students, how many months are there in a year? There are 12 months in a year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Now, student, there is an easy trick to remember how many days are there in a month. So, you can see, start from here. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. So, months in a knuckle have 31 days, right? So, we can say it as January has 31 days. After January, February, then March. So, March has 31 days. Then leave April, May. May has 31 days. Then July, 31 days. After July, August. August has 31 days. Then leave September. October has 31 days. And after October, December has 31 days. Because these months' name are on the knuckle. Now, space between knuckle represent days, 30 days of this month. Month with 30 days. Space between knuckles represent months with 30 days. So except February, April 30 days, then June has 30 days. After this, September has 30 days, and then November has 30 days. Now, February has 28 or 29 days, right? So, there are 365 days in a year if February having 28 days, right? One year has 12 months, as I have already explained you. There are 4 weeks and few days in a month, and a year has total 52 weeks and 1 day. Now, there are 366 days in a leap year with February having 29 days. If February having 29 days, then we can say it as it is a leap year, and leap year occurs every 4 years, right? Hope you all have understood this chapter. In this chapter we have understood how to read time, how to read calendar. So, thank you.